It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. Here's Lawrence to throw right away. A short throw caught by Kincaid. Into space at the 45. Still on his feet. He may go. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Carlson able to knock through the extra point, and the Bills are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right to the air, it's Hurts. He'll get that into the hands of Nick Chubb. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Whoa! And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big game, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
McBride is the motion man. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Chubb. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. In motion, Lamb. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will take it in himself. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Jets. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He knocks it through, and the Jets come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll locate Cup. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So, not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. On the handoff, this is Cook. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He keeps it himself.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Carlson's kick is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's taken in by Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to be taken down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, New York. Sanders here for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jets will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Jets have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. Oh, there's nothing better than when the defense scores a touchdown, except when a big man on the defense finds his way to the end zone.
Yeah, I think it's been a while since that guy had a ball in his hand, Mike, probably since his earlier days as a young kid. But, boy, he looked comfortable. What a return. What a play for him to be able to pick up that loose ball and bring it all the way back. Man, nothing brings life to a sideline like a defensive lineman touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now here's Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. Third down coming up.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is third and 10. They send him right out of the slot. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So a big slot man in motion right. Here's Cook. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Taking off.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. Sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
It is third and 10. They go play action for Lawrence. This one popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Denford. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there is a common phrase used in every defensive meeting room across the NFL, and it goes, tips and overthrows, gotta get those. And we saw it here why. When that ball goes up in the air, the offense is trying to swat it down. They're trying to knock it down incomplete. And what are the defenders doing? They're hoping that ball falls right into their chest, and they have a shot to come away with the interception.
On first down, it's Hurts. And not wanting to take on any contact, he's going to slide to a stop. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Over the middle, he's got McLaurin. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run with Chubb. Powering forward. He's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jets have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Well, a big play there and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going.
We see this across the league so much now. Like, defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Here's 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. On 1st down, Lawrence. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Connects with Kupp on the slant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard.
Red on red.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And the Jets will take over possession here at the 44.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To throw is Hurts. He'll go right and find his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
A short one here, caught by McBride. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down. Hurts will try it again. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. To the air again, Hurts. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. 2nd and 7. That's to the right side, caught by McBride. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
On third down, it's Hurts. To the right side, that's St. Brown. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Hurts again. That one is complete to McBride. And he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Jets. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jets add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That's hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Right back to Neighbors. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
their own 32-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. This one high, over the middle, but complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
A first down throw for Hurts. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And a milestone grab. Not just a first down, but catch number 100 on the year. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. There's that man again, another catch. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
That is caught to the goal line and in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Lawrence. Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And third down coming up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up first and goal.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
To throw on second down is Hurts. And he's got another one. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Jets. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Lawrence now to throw on first down. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
And how impressive was that? Like, I mean, not only to be able to generate that amount of separation downfield, but then to track the ball. Remember, this was a running back, but he looked like a wide receiver, and we're looking around the league, Mike, and a lot of these backs, in order to play in today's NFL, you have to be part receiver.
He's got it inside the 5. He is in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats, makes mom and dad happy, but, Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. McBride is the motion man. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
The biggest correlation between scoring points in the NFL is your ability to generate explosive plays. And oftentimes, the best explosive plays in the passing game happen when the quarterback is outside the pocket, and great example of it here.
A run up the middle with Chubb. He'll take this down inside the 30. Deonte Banks comes up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Off he goes.
Well, sometimes as a quarterback, when you decide to pick up those yards with your feet, you got to pay a price. And in this case, he takes a big shot, but not before he's able to pick up that first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. To the outside, into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd and goal. McBride is the motion man. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. The Bills have got it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back, and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll air one out for Higgins. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, now it's just getting out of control, Mike. I mean, to see him continue to put the ball in harm's way time and time again, it's a little miscommunication. It's a little bad execution. I'm sure it's a little bit of everything. But at the end of the day, the ball is in your hands. You've got to make better decisions with it.
2nd down, Lawrence. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, It just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line. It stresses your quarterback. It stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL, and they've got to do it really for the remainder of this half.
Lawrence throwing on 4th down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
That's caught downfield by McBride. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. And despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Here's Chubb.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. One more time, it's Chubb. He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. Third and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
63, 63, 63. Alpha. Hey, 73, 73. 73.
He'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Come on, baby. Here we go. Yeah, let's go. Now, what you walking with, man? Stay right open. Hey, easy. Route.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Higgins sent in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll air one out for Higgins. He's got it inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 83 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Carlson to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills are able to edge a bit closer. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Hurts now. To the outside, that's St. Brown.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. That's McLaurin open on the left side. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. It is caught left side by St. Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Again, Hurts. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it. 1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score again. Nick Chubb. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd.
Stay tough, boys. Stay tough. Showtime! Time to make some noise. We're at 23. Turn it up.
A first down throw for Lawrence. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
He's going to look downfield once again. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On play action, here's Hurts. And he'll finally eat this one. He'll go down. They got him in the backfield. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Hurts.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Sanders here for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets stretch things out even further. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that